And this is a part of the show where we take some fan questions. We've got A. Longafee on Twitter who asks, what is the worst video game of all time? And I'm going to start off just giving my opinion. I'm going to go with Earthbound, and I'm really nervous about that. I think I'm going to get a lot of backlash because Earthbound actually does have a huge fan base, but this was an RPG for the Super Nintendo. It's absolutely ridiculous. You got to call home to your mom in the game. The bosses are just silly. I thought this was a good question, though, to take to the floor at Hal-Con and see what others had to say. What would you say is the worst video game ever made?
Oh my god, that's a good question. I really don't know. I've only ever played ones that I liked.
The worst? Oh, there's a couple really good contenders for that. I remember an RPG I picked up on, I think it was like Super Nintendo. One of the wizardries really fell off the bandwagon hard. And there's, unfortunately, a couple of the Star Wars video games have been pretty epically bad. Oucharoo!
Well, I have a bias towards that myself, but the worst one definitely belongs to StarCraft 64. The RTS genre was not meant for consoles, and the N64 was definitely not meant to be the first one to attempt this failure.
I'm going to say games that I turned on and put down right away whose names completely escape me. So I'm going to go with the big pile of crud, whose names I don't remember at all, that I turned on, played 5 minutes of, and threw in the garbage.
Worst video game ever made? Let me see. Personally, I'd have to say Doom 3. I never really got into it past Doom 2. That when they changed it to make it all like mouse controlled and away from just using the cursors, I just couldn't handle it.
E.T. for the Atari. It's actually documented. It's online. Go look it up. There's one button in the game. The head goes up. You wander around as E.T., you fall in a pit, you float out of the pit, you wander around and fall in a pit again until you find a key. Now, I've never found more than one key because I've never wasted my time looking for any other keys. It's a bad game. In fact, there are 6 trucks filled with that video game cartridge buried in the Arizona desert somewhere.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. They're all great. All of haters, Tetris. I hate it.
Why?
It's just annoying. I don't know.
Damn it. Tough one. There's a lot of crappy games.
I'd like to say Heavenly Sword is possibly one of the
Heavenly Sword is a really crappy game. Oh, wait. Gunwitch. Gunwitch.
Yeah, no, that one's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse.
Gunwitch or Bullet Witch? I even tried not to remember that game. Bullet Witch, probably. It's a crappy game.
To be honest, I haven't played one that I haven't liked, not gonna lie.
The worst ever made. Interesting. All of those ones I couldn't beat, which is every one of them, I think. I'm still stuck on Miss Pac-Man.
I'll go with the worst game I've ever played. That's probably Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It's for the Sega CD, I think. And it's basically you just pick a bunch of things, and it's stop motion pictures. It's really bad. Don't ever play it.
If you want to connect with us online, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/GameCodeTV or on Twitter @GameCodeTV. And that'll do it for us at Hal-Con. I actually got away with using my Jango Fett blaster. We'll see you next time.
How long did that take you?
Several weeks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the beads are hand-painted and had to be strung individually.
You know, you're very strong in sports. The whole family is.
I got Jango Fett's blaster. I feel like a phony.